Welcome back to Aurora's Little Lab.
Welcome back, Rosanna.
Today we're going to do an experiment called dancing raisins. It's a very simple experiment. What it is, we're going to take different objects here spread out on the table and put them in soda water to see if we can make them float, because ordinarily they sink to the bottom in water. And we are now going to demonstrate how they sink to the bottom with just plain water. In this we have water. Today our ingredients for our experiment are
Black rice, jasmine rice, sweet rice, pepper,
popcorn kernels, raisins, beans,
pasta.
and pasta. And today's experiment involved soda water and water. The first one we're doing is black rice and plain water. As you can see, it sinks to the bottom. Now we're going to do jasmine rice and see what happens with that. As you can see, it sinks to the bottom. Now we're going to do the sweet rice. As you can see, that also sinks to the bottom. Now we're going to do black pepper.
Black pepper sounds weird.
Black pepper sounds weird?
Yeah.
Why does it sound weird?
Black pepper don't sink too.
Black pepper's going to sink too.
Yeah. I know that.
Oh, the black pepper floated. She was wrong. Now we're going to do the popcorn kernels.
It probably don't sink.
Let's see, she was correct. It sank to the bottom. Now we're going to do raisins.
And
as you can see, the raisins down there on the bottom of the cup, it sank. Now we're going to do the beans. And as you can see, they both sank to the bottom. Now we're going to do the pasta. And as you can see, the pasta fell down to the bottom. Okay, now we are going to put the soda water in. See, now before it just sank down to the bottom, but you see now it floats to the top. Now we're going to try the jasmine rice.
I want to see how it. I'm doing it. Make it.
And as you see, it's sinking down to the bottom. It appears not enough CO2 will attach to it to float it to the surface. Now we're going to do the sweet rice. And the sweet rice is coming back up. Now we're going to try we don't need to try the black pepper because we know the black pepper floats as it is. So now we're going to try the popcorn kernels. And they're at the bottom. They're trying to float. Let's see if it happens. And we have liftoff.
Yeah, stop.
Now we're going to try the pasta. And the pasta sinks down to the bottom. Oh, it's floating. Oh, it went down to the bottom. Oh, one came up. Another one's coming up. See if the other ones can make it. They're not making it. All right, let's try the raisins. What this experiment is called, dancing raisins.
But how do you make them dance? Making it so bubbly.
And as you can see, the raisins are now floating to the top.
Only one.
And sinking back down. And we have more raisins trying to make it to the top. I don't know if they're going to make it. Looks like the popcorn seeds are the most energetic. And now we have the beans. So the beans don't float either way. Now we're going to pour the soda water into the base, and we're going to use some of the best floating ones as we explain the science behind what is happening.
Jump, jump, jump. It's a way big jazz.
Black rice, because those seem to be dancing the best. See if they make it down to the bottom. Oh, they don't even look like they're making it down to the bottom. Now we're going to put the popcorn seeds in.
Wow. Hold on.
And all the popcorn seeds are down at the bottom. Let's see if they're all starting to come back up. How long do you think it will last?
Yeah.
The reason some objects floated while others sank in the carbonated soda comes down to density, buoyancy, and surface texture. Objects sink when they are denser than the liquid around them, but they can become buoyant if enough carbon dioxide, CO2, bubbles attach to their surface. These bubbles act like tiny flotation devices, lifting the object upward. Materials with rough or wrinkled surfaces, such as raisins, rice, popcorn kernels, and black pepper, trap more CO2 bubbles, which increases their buoyancy. As the bubbles accumulate, they reduce the object's effective density, causing it to rise to the surface. Once at the top, the bubbles pop, releasing the gas into the air, and the object sinks again, repeating the cycle. On the other hand, pasta and dried beans did not float because they are both too dense and too smooth. Their high density means they require a greater buoyant force to lift them than the CO2 bubbles can provide. Unlike rougher materials, their smoother surfaces do not allow bubbles to cling as easily, preventing enough gas from accumulating to generate lift. Since there aren't enough bubbles to offset their weight, they remain at the bottom of the liquid. This experiment demonstrates the relationship between density, buoyancy, and gas adhesion in liquids. It also highlights how surface texture plays a critical role in determining whether an object can dance in carbonated soda. Objects with rough or irregular surfaces can trap gas more effectively, making them more likely to rise and fall, while smooth and dense objects are more likely to stay sunk.